devoted father, and he gave Cinderella everything her heart desired. But he felt she needed a mommy.
I need some little Netflix.
Well, go and get it quickly out of the drawer then. Go get it. You know where it is. She's very fussy about everything just being right.
Mm-hmm.
But she just will not let me teach her anything. You know, her nose has been running constantly, Carol. Has it been running the last few days?
Yeah, she's actually better today than she was on the weekend. She was coughing and...
She had a little tiny cough, but not much of anything today.
Yeah.
Okay. Just more the runny nose. Mm-hmm. He felt she needed a mommy, so he married again and chose for his wife a lady who had 2 daughters. And there they are.
But after me, stepsister.
Right, and their names were Anastasia, and do you remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
I can't
Drizella.
Yeah.
Yeah. But soon the man had to go away. And then the stepmother's true nature was revealed. She was only interested in her mean, selfish daughters, so she didn't like Cinderella, did she? Cinderella was sent to work cleaning the fireplaces and doing all the housework. We changed some words a little bit. But Cinderella had many friends. The old horse and Bruno, the dog, loved her. I love Bruno. He is so cute.
I like both of them. I like the dog and the kitty.
But remember, the kitty's not very nice. Remember his name?
Yeah.
What is it? Lucifer. The mice loved her too. They protected her from the stepmother's nasty cat, Lucifer. Her 2 favorite mice were Gus and...
Jack.
Yes, Jack. Cinderella was kind to everyone, even to Lucifer.
It says Jack.
You can say it either way, honey. I've heard it both ways. But Lucifer took advantage of her kindness. Does that hurt your throat? Did I get it on too tight?
No.
Okay. Lucifer liked to get Cinderella in trouble. One morning, he chased Gus into Anastasia's breakfast tray. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
She screamed and blamed Cinderella. Remember that in the movie? Come here, the stepmother said to Cinderella. The windows, wash them, then scrub the terrace, sweep the halls, and of course there's the laundry. Can you believe how many jobs she had? Oh, wouldn't that be terrible? In another part of the kingdom, the king was worried about his son. It's high time he get married and settled down, he told the Grand Duke. But sire, we must be patient. No buts about it, said the king. We'll have a ball tonight. It will be very romantic. Send out all the invitations. Because we know what he wanted to get. What did he want to get? Why did he want the prince to get married?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to marry a girl and so he could have, remember, grandchildren?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that starting to bother you under your arms too?
No.
Okay. When the invitation arrived, Cinderella's stepmother announced, there's a ball in honor of the prince. Every eligible maiden is to attend. That means I can go too, said Cinderella. And the stepmother says, well, I see no reason why you can't, the stepmother said with a sly smile. She really didn't mean it, did she? She didn't want Cinderella to go. If you get your work done, and if you can find something suitable to wear. Cinderella had hoped to fix her old party dress, but Anastasia and Drizella wanted her to help them instead. The stepmother kept her busy too, so she didn't get any time to work on her dress. Cinderella worked hard all day. When she finally returned to her little room in the attic, it was almost too late to leave for the ball, and her dress wasn't ready. But the loyal mice had managed to find ribbons and sashes and ruffles and bows. The mice had sewn them into a beautiful party dress. Look how pretty she looked. The stepsisters shrieked when they saw Cinderella. They've taken my ribbons. That's my sash. They tore her dress to threads. Look at it. There's nothing left of it. And she doesn't have a bow in her hair anymore. Come along, girls, said the stepmother, and they left poor Cinderella behind. Cinderella ran into the garden. She wept and wept. Suddenly a hush fell over the garden, and a cloud of lights began to twinkle and glow around Cinderella's head. And what are those? What are those? that magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come now, dry those tears, said a gentle voice. Then a small woman appeared in the cloud. You can't go to the ball looking like that. What in the world did I do with my magic wand? Oh, she doesn't even have a wand. Look at the little mice.
Then it might be in her hand.
I bet she finds it. Magic wand? Gasped Cinderella. Then you must be your fairy godmother, the woman replied. And she pulled the magic wand out of thin air.
I want my gloves now. It's Cinderella has
Okay, go get your gloves, sweetheart. Go get them. Do you want Barry to go get them? Okay, let me go get them. Everything has to be just perfect in Greta's world some days. Okay. We also use these when we're cooking, so she uses them for two different things.
Oh, they're
Cooking
multi-purpose.
Yeah, she likes to use them when the pans are too hot to cook with,
Uh-huh.
or she also uses them to be a princess. Okay, come here. Get down, sweetheart. Okay, here, give me this hand. I hope I've got two of the same gloves. We've got two pairs, so make sure you get your fingers on one. All right. Here is Andy.
Wow, those are fancy.
I think that's Andy, so he will probably come in on his leash. If Paul can pull him that far. Okay, all right. Oh, beautiful. Have you got all your fingers in? Let me see one. What you got? Okay. All right, now you look exactly. Doesn't she look just like Cinderella?
Just like her.
Just exactly like her. So then she's got everything on. A cloud of sparkles floated across the garden. A pumpkin rose up and swelled into an elegant coach. The mice turned into horses. The old horse became a coachman. That's the coachman right there. And Bruno became the footman. Well, hop in, my dear, said the woman. But my dress, said Cinderella. The fairy godmother looked at it, because she still had on an old pink dress, remember? Good heavens, with a wave of her wand, she turned the rags into an exquisite gown, and Cinderella's feet were in tiny glass slippers, just like yours. You have till only midnight, the fairy godmother said. At the stroke of 12, the spell will be broken and everything will be as it was before. Cinderella promised to leave the ball on time. Then under a shower of magic sparkles, she stepped into the coach and was swept away into the palace. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, the prince was yawning with boredom. He didn't like any of the other maidens, any of the other girls. Then he caught sight of her. Ignoring everyone else, the prince walked